Do we have all the inventory? We just started this business. With this expo, we've got to sell 100 pieces. That's what we would need in order to justify this weekend. I hope we sell every piece that we have, because if we don't, I don't know. We may not make our numbers, and we can't afford another loss. Yes, this is a business that we want to have be like a primary income into our family, and so far it's not so promising.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's really nice here. It's so sunny. I'm kind of warm. I'm in a shirt. I mean, like I have shorts on. It's 80 degrees in Minnesota. If you are dealing with like unusually warm spring weather, after a very long wintry spring, like we had 12 inches of snow on April 1st, and now we have like no snow. I don't know what to do with myself. This is spring in the Midwest, I guess. But Kody Brown is facing a looming foreclosure on his Coyote Pass properties. It's not there yet, but he is inching closer day by day to his loans going into foreclosure, and he, Janelle, and Robyn losing out on the property and the down payments that they put down on Coyote Pass. This is not good news for Kody. This is not good news for Janelle. This is not good news for Robyn. And the time is ticking. This news actually falls at the same time a new article was published by The Sun, which was stating that Kody would maybe get back together or try to win back Mary and Janelle and repair his family. And, you know, Robyn was going to rebuild her business, Sister Wives Closet, and the only way that Kody and Robyn feel like they can save the show at this point, allegedly, is that they restore their family. Kody gets back with the wives and finds his way again, gets back into his faith, and Robyn can then relaunch her jewelry brand that has overpriced, cheap jewelry that nobody wants to buy. I don't know if this is actually going to happen. I'm not sure, but I do know that financial issues do seem to be plaguing the Browns. And the reason why I know this is that they have two parcels of land that they own at Coyote Pass that currently have loans on them, and a financial due date is coming. And the lenders in this case recently assigned another secured party to these loans. And it seems like the Browns could potentially be foreclosed on coming in June.
Nothing scares me but poverty. Nothing.
I know. Did anyone see this coming? Did any of you see the possibility of them losing the property at Coyote Pass? Let's dive into today's topic. Before we do, can you do me a big favor and give this video a thumbs up? Also, please subscribe to my channel if you've not yet subscribed by clicking on the subscribe button down below. If you have something to say, leave a comment. If you'd like to get access to the amazing perm emoji that all of you guys were using yesterday, you can join the channel by clicking join. If you want to share this video with your friends, go ahead and do that, and always click on the bell so you never miss a video. I'm so excited that so many new people have joined this channel. I'm really excited to start doing more live streams for my members coming soon. Today, I spent the better part of the morning looking into some laws regarding real estate, UCC financing statements, and I noticed that two parcels of land that are owned by, one parcel owned by Janelle and Kody and another parcel owned by Robyn and Kody, both properties have a new secured party on them, meaning it's a new lender, someone that's having a new secured party on them, meaning that there's a new lender that's been assigned to the property, and meaning this property has a brand new lender on it. The expiration date is coming soon. The expiration date didn't change. The lender, the secured party lender, could be preparing to transfer the property knowing that this is about to foreclose. So what happened is when Kody, Robyn, and Janelle bought this property, when the family bought the property, if you recall, it was expensive. They bought 4 parcels. The parcels were anywhere from $200,000 to like a little bit over 200,000, or 200 to a little bit under 200,000. There was some larger pieces of property, ones that were owned by Mary and Christine, that were purchased outright. So there are 2 parcels in this property that Kody owns outright ownership with. On one of those parcels, Mary is one of the co-owners, and another one is just owned singly by Kody and Robyn. If you remember, this was the piece of property that Christine agreed to transfer to Kody upon their split. One of the reasons why I think there's some levity, or why I think there's some truth to the idea that the family isn't as separated as we think, while they're online and they don't appear to be together and they're not spending as much time together, financially and land-wise, they're still connected. So as of today, Mary Brown remains a title holder of a parcel of Coyote Pass. She has not changed that ownership. She has not transferred that ownership. They have no loans against this. So Kody and Mary, theoretically, if she doesn't come back, are going to be at war over this property. And the only remedy for that is going to be a sale of that property, because obviously Mary has no plans to move onto this property if she's not with Kody. Kody has admitted that he needs Mary in order to make Coyote Pass happen. And so how do you make that work? In order for Mary to get the money that she put into it, they're going to have to sell. Otherwise, he's going to have to buy her out, because at this point she is still on that property. Then when it comes to Janelle, it's a little bit trickier, because Janelle does not own her property outright. In fact, she has little to no equity in the property that she's on. It's one of the smaller tracts. It's 2.4 acres. And on June 28th, 2023, this loan is set to expire. And if it expires without payment, according to their agreement with their lender, the lender will default and repossess the property. So when Kody and Janelle and Robyn signed the documents for this property, it was very lengthy. There was a lot of stipulations for this property about what they could and could not do. One of the stipulations was they can't build on the property until the loan is paid off. So Kody was not lying on the show when he said that he and Janelle could not build, because they had a $142,000 loan on that property. A stipulation of their financing agreement says you cannot build or add any fixtures or do any damage to this property until this property is paid off. Once you own this property free and clear, then you can build. Well, obviously this loan is still sitting as secured, and as of January of 2023, a new secured party and a new financing agreement was added to this property. It includes a brand new lender, and it means that they still owe a ton of money on this property, and it's due on June 28th, 2023. So a stipulation of their property agreement with the lender. So a stipulation of their agreement with the lender is that there's a default, and it says that an event of a default is the occurrence of one or more of these events. As you go down, some of the events include like non-payment, failing to pay principal or interest, failing to make installments, failing to pay taxes, doing damage, doing any construction on this property that's not authorized. But one thing at the very end of here says, under the second item of the default, it says a trustor shall fail to pay any installment of principal and interest on the note or any other amount payable to the trustor by trustor to beneficiary under the loan amounts, then payable by trustor to beneficiary under the loan documents on the maturity date, as it might be extended, or the date of final payment of the principal of note in full. So if he does not make his final payment on June 28th, 2023, which is the full balloon balance of this loan, they will do what's called a default, which means they will foreclose on the property, and as a stipulation in this contract, they will take full ownership of the property. So they won't just do like a partial ownership. They won't split the ownership. They won't give him the rights to how much equity that he has. If he does not pay them by June 28th, 2023, the full balance, unless he extends the loan, which at this point, there has been no extension of the loan with the Secretary of State in Arizona, where UCC loans are filed. The date of expiration remains June 28th, 2023. A new lender was added in January of 2023 with no extension change, covering the exact same property, signaling to me that a third-party creditor is coming in to secure this property potentially as a foreclosure. When he and Janelle bought the property, they put down like $28,000. And the same thing with Robyn. When Robyn and he bought their property, they put about the same amount of down. So they put down a certain chunk of down payment, and then they had a balance of, on one of them it was 142 and one was around 130. It wasn't a ton of money, honestly. Like, had he been smart and not bought this house with Robyn, had they actually done their due diligence about building, taken the steps to actually pay off the lots, he would not be at risk now of losing these properties, which is exactly what Janelle has said on the show, that he did not make good on his commitment. So she was saying on the show that she's in a really bad situation because if she decides to leave, she has nothing in her name, and she doesn't have any like physical property because land is only land and there's no buildings on this property. She has nothing other than this property. But because the loan is outstanding and due on the 28th of 2023, she's at risk of losing any of the money that she put into that down payment and that property going into foreclosure and the lender repossessing the property. And same with Robyn. So it looks like on paper they have a lot of property and they have a lot of assets, when the truth is they have a ton of debt and they only own 2 pieces of that property outright. Theoretically, they could put the parcels on the market that they own to pay off the loans that they have currently, or they could use money that they have to pay off the loans of the land, and they've not done that. He has not prioritized the lot payments over any other of his wild spending. So he's traveling to, Vegas, and he's buying $1,100 necklaces, and he has Janelle buys a trailer, which is really irresponsible, and she takes out a loan for that. And they could have used that money that she had for that trailer to pay off the property, but they didn't. So Janelle has put herself in a really tricky situation because once that property is gone, unless they extend it, she's out that down payment. It's gone. She's done. The only way that they could potentially save it is if they were to file for bankruptcy, which I cannot see happening. But stranger things have happened. Or they can file for an extension, which at this point they haven't done. And Kody has admitted that he doesn't have good credit. He's really overextended. He already has a loan out on his current house, and he has loans against these properties. He's probably got car loans. He's got a ton of debt right now and not a lot of income coming in because all the other wives have left him, and he does not have access to their income because from the show, all the family isn't going into a pot anymore. And so Kody was depending on that family pot of money to pay off all of this stuff. And now that it's gone, he has so much debt that he wasn't prepared to pay off. So if you don't see the property going up for sale in the next month, I would suspect this property will go into foreclosure and be repossessed unless they pay this off at the last minute or they literally file an extension and refinance. UCC loans are only good for 5 years. And after that, their agreement with the lender was if we don't pay you by June 28th, 2023, you can have the land back. So the financial struggles of Kody and Robyn get worse, which is why Kody might want to get Mary and Janelle back because he needs them. He needs to pay off the lot. He doesn't want to lose his house. He doesn't want to lose the property that he's acquired. He probably wasn't expecting that. And Robyn is desperate to get her company back up and running, and she can't do that without any other sister wives. They don't want Janelle and Mary back because they love them. They want them back, in my opinion, if this is true, because they need them for their finances. So as the financial struggles get worse for the Browns, I want to know what your thoughts are. Will they pay the loans off, or will it, like I assume, go into foreclosure? Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.